In my video on patronage, I talked about how political parties are based more in patronage than in ideology, as is commonly thought. And a sort of corollary of this point is that the ideologies themselves of political parties are based more in patronage than in anything else. I think the common view here is that the ideologies of political parties are these natural worldviews, natural intellectual complexes that exist out in the world, and the people who make up the political party coalesce around them, and this forms the basis of the party. Instead, I think the way it works is that the different components of the political coalition that makes up the party each have their own ideologies, and these different component ideologies are often not compatible. But nonetheless, these different coalition members come together because of a shared political interest, even if they don't agree on everything about the way the world works or the way the world should be. Now, in order to reconcile or patch over these ideological differences, the different component ideologies are kind of stitched together into this patchwork in which the differences between them are sort of, suppressed or not brought to the forefront of people's attention. Now, part of the way that this works is that the core institutions of the party are controlled by the patronage networks that have these different component ideologies. And so in order to rise in those institutions and to serve as a mouthpiece for the political party, you have to toe the party line. If you don't toe the party line, you won't be promoted or you'll be pushed out. If you look at the Republican Party under Reagan, you can see this all very clearly. The core components of Reaganist republicanism are an emphasis on deregulation and lower taxes, kind of libertarianism, an emphasis on military spending, a strong military, and a strong foreign policy, and finally, a kind of broadly Christian religious traditionalism and social traditionalism. These three ideological components correspond to three core parts of the Reagan political coalition, which are the military-industrial elites, business elites, and Christian evangelicals. Now, these three different ideological components, upon inspection, aren't actually that compatible. Christians are often pacifists, and libertarians are often not in favor of large government spending, military spending. But nonetheless, they were all stitched together into a semi-coherent whole. Another sort of corollary of this is that ideologies need a strong institutional basis in order to spread and in order to take hold politically. A lot of people think that if they can just find the true ideology and if they can communicate it to people clearly, then it will naturally spread throughout society. It would be great if this were the case, but in fact, an ideology needs to have a strong institutional basis in order to spread and in order to make its way into the core institutions of a society. I'm Zack Lerangis. I work at Bismarck Analysis. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe.